Talia von Oelhoff. Moments away from the opening tip. We are underway. Fading back rim and off. Offensive board. You got to love that if you're Amy. Williams wanted some offensive rebound.
Step her game up just in a sophomore season.
Inside, takes a team's second. Again, we're stuck on 2 apiece. Juju, look at the footwork by Nisley, but not there. Here's Juju. Oh boy, changes gears. Look at the block from behind. Petrie, and there's the mop-up.
That last layup by Juju, you might give that one up because that's not typically what she's going to do, posting up inside, but it's the transition in the threes. And up into that passing lane by Petrie. She was in the right place, right time. Now if they can clean up some things on the offensive end, you've got to be playing your cleanest game against a team like this.
All the way to the...
That's what you got to do. You got to finish. You see the opportunity and you take it.
This time, Marshall finishes the lineup as well. Both coaches going into some depth. Yeah, and there's Avery Howell too. Juju elevates.
Mix up. They'll throw in a little junk zone occasionally at 3-2, or more like a funky zone, not so much the junk.
I like a funky zone. Defender falls. Contact. Mop up. Oh, actually, she had 2 points against Maryland back in 2020. 8-0 USC run. $1:45 left to go in the first quarter. That's good defense by Howell. Body's clear and taking...
Beautiful mid-range shooter. The timing.
Prince has got to put something up, and does. Clutch.
Over and getting in the passing lanes.
Prince, smart. Just so smart to pull up.
They can't allow a run like that to the Trojans.
Juju, oh my goodness. Now, Marshall will mop up, but that...
But if I'm Nebraska, I want her to make the extra pass. I don't want her taking the shot. She's going to have to give it up to somebody else,
Good
right?
Point. Nisley, wide open. There's the three-point shooting. Look at this score. Nebraska doing her thing. Dumping it inside. Again, running the floor. Good interior defense. Von Oelhoffen, wide open. Not able to convert at the cup. Nisley, wide open, 3. You bet.
Good spacing for USC. There's some openings in there. And a nice job by Nebraska to close off those open spots.
Heckel leaves it. Footwork is true for nearly 19 a game. I really like Nebraska's half-court defense.
I do as well. And again, they had to mix up and try a lot of different things against the Bruins. This today has been much sharper.
Markowski back on the floor. Nice job by
Harley, and she didn't see a lot of time early on. They need her out there.
Markowski, who leads this club in scoring. Scoreless at this point. Prince, again, lets the defense go by.
Right with them on the boards, a very long team as well.
Area Fenn blocking Markowski. Inside, all the footwork and taking contact, Kiki.
Yeah, she doesn't finish. Her strength and conditioning, a difference maker.
Little flip, and Markowski finally.
Their leading scorer until right now.
You're reading my mind. Good hands, lucky break for USC, swinging it, wide open look. And how about Howell Bear? Team's 4th, 30-28. Nebraska with the lead. On the drive, Heckel with some room and scores. Pretty back and forth game. Look at Juju stepping through and scoring. Figures at 10, a 7-0 USC run, and this is just Juju being Juju.
It certainly is. That step across, keep the ball high, fade away. You can almost call a foul on players every time she goes at somebody. Flips it up and it just quarter, but then it's really been Nebraska this second quarter. They lead this one by a couple points.
Oh boy, Juju. USC on a 10-0 run.
She's got impeccable range, and you've got to be way out on her back. First for Nebraska, 4th for USC, and there's those active hands by Smith.
Poke check away, Smith shuts off. Down, so she'll obviously get immediate medical attention and beyond, and we will play on. Markowski stepping through. Good defense inside, but
This is a 1-2-1-1, and they put Rhea Marshall at the top in that one spot.
inside look. Oh my! Kennedy Smith checks. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Uriah Fenn drills it.
Yep. Markowski stepped off just a step, and Kiki Uriah Finn's got some range. She's got a beautiful mid-range shot. She's not afraid to stick it.
Boy, the strength stays alive. Good job by Nebraska to just poke it and keep it alive, but there's the long reach of Marshall in the passing lane.
Oh.
Smith all alone.
Rhea.
Earlier this year, the 40 points against Cal Baptist.
Yeah.
Splitting the difference. Contact, nothing called, and still score. Sponsored by State Farm. 28 points in the paint by USC. Yeah. A drought by Nebraska. Oh, right there.
It could be a plus if you're Nebraska. If you can get one more and get yourself to the line with 3.5 left this quarter.
Juju dumping it inside. Oh,
16 a game.
Markowski back on the floor. She wanted it. Instead, the reverse is true. Slick play by... Here's Smith. Behind the back. Flies in and one.
Look right there by Markowski, just wouldn't go.
Smith, what a pass. How about her working together? Got after it.
Yeah, they finished 20-11 third quarter differential as Juju Watkins again testing it. Match up some. Challenging USC. Can
Look at Rhea Marshall.
You can.
On the season, shoots about 46% from the floor. Today in the second half, they're at about 17%. 33rd% overall, but the second half killed him. There's a triple for Howell. And when the threes don't fall for Nebraska and Markowski isn't lighting it up.
Really impressed by little. They didn't have Kennedy Smith through that stretch. So how were they guarding defensively? How were they guarding both on the inside, but also especially on the ball? And she's really liked their effort. As it's met offensively. I mean, this is a team that dominated rebounding and as well as, you know, the three-point defense a season ago. They've got the majority of that team back, and they are a tough defensive team, so they didn't take care of the ball.
I mean, 27 turnovers against Ole Miss, 21 against Notre Dame, 22 against Oregon, 18 and 18 against. So what was a back and forth affair, especially in the first half, you saw me and Juju. Crowd wanted that one. Crowd wanted that one for Viv. But they like the Juju and company, just too much in that second half. So put it in the books. USC defeating Nebraska 75.